As we all know, it is a big day, obviously, on the campus for the Oregon Ducks, right? This is a team with national championship aspirations, right? And rightfully so. This is a good team on both sides of the ball. Top ranked unit, top five, I think, in total defense. Top five, I believe, in yards allowed. This is the creme de la creme. Oregon has one of the best, well-rounded teams in the nation that no one's talking about enough, right? A lot of people are talking about Ohio State and Miami, and rightfully so. But Oregon has a team I think can go and battle with anybody in the country. And I think you're seeing that so far this year, right? Now let's break down this quote that Dan Lanning said. He says, "I've been very clear and adamant that I'm not going anywhere." A lot of coaches use that as an opportunity to say, okay, I'm either going to get a big raise where I'm at, or maybe they really want that other job. I don't want any other jobs. I got the job that I want. And like he said, I mean, Oregon's a brand in itself, right? For years, it's been, Nike, right? And everyone's always wanted to play with Oregon because of the special uniforms they have, right? As we know, it's obviously more than that. Like this is a program that's been built, obviously around high power, high octane offense, right? The difference now, I think, with Oregon is you have a team that can play defense at a high level. You have a team that has really good cornerbacks, really good secondary, really good edge rushers that we've seen the last few years. And it became a brand in itself. Now, obviously, they're a brand before, but I mean, a brand that we talk about nationally like every single, year. Now, remember, they had Marcus Mariota, years back. They made, obviously, the CFP did their thing. But I'm talking about after the Mariota era was over, we was looking to see, okay, how will we talk about Oregon again? And we're seeing it right now. And I love how he came out and he made this comment, because sometimes you'll see coaches chase for bigger gigs, right? And rightfully so. You got a family to take care of. You're not around them all the time when you're doing college football. It's very time consuming and things like that. So 100% understand, 100% get it. But it's always, welcoming when you can hear that your head coach, for one, wants to be there, and two, obviously doesn't go anywhere. And I don't think there's a lot of appealing jobs out there besides Oregon at the moment. So I think it's a match made in heaven. Like I said, you have a Florida job come open, but who knows with how the administration there is going and everything. Oregon's the right fit for him. It allows him to be himself. And he can attract talent. And as he's mentioned as well, in other quotes that he had this week, he said, I think going to the Big Ten really helped us recruiting wise, right? Helped us with our pitches. And now they're getting guys in the Midwest, right? They're getting guys, from the North and being able to come all the way to Oregon, because you can see the platform you're going to be on. You can see the NIL dollars you're going to get, and you can see that you're going to always play complimentary football, and you're going to see the field early. Look at DeCorian Moore, 5-star prospect, formerly of Duncanville, Texas, seen the field early and is naturally becoming their best receiver on the football field. So when you have that and you have a brand and you have a team that's naturally going to be there every single year, you're going to play in the big games, you're going to be in the CFP, you're going to be continuing for a national championship, it looks good. So if you're head coach Dan Lanning, why would I go anywhere? It wouldn't make any sense. And that's why I think he made this comment. He feels good where he's at. He feels at home. And I think Oregon will be dominant for years to come. As we've seen the past 2 years, it doesn't matter who they have at quarterback. No disrespect to Dante Moore. He's a Heisman candidate this year. But the year before, you had Dylan Gabriel, who was, played decent, played well at Oklahoma. But at the same time, he still was, a question mark for you. You went and you obviously made a CFP, lost to Ohio State, unfortunately, kind of got screwed by the seeding, But nonetheless, you did what you're supposed to do. This year, you're right back in that same category, in that same field, and you're likely going to make the CFP, barring anything unforeseen happens with a guy that came over from UCLA who was an afterthought. That speaks to, obviously, the coaching. That speaks to, obviously, the scheme. And obviously speaks to Dan Lanning and his program, because to have that and be able to do that at a high level says a lot, So I think it's great, and I think Oregon really got themselves a coach that's going to deliver them a national championship.